Hi there, I'm Becky Ho, and I'm a Product Marketing Manager for 3D and Windows at Microsoft. Welcome to our tutorial of how to use Paint 3D to create your very own 3D objects. Paint 3D is a great way to explore your creativity and bring your ideas to life in a whole new dimension. If you're someone itching to flex your creative muscles, stay tuned because today we're going to create something super fun by making everyone's favorite food, a donut. But not just any donut. Eventually, we're gonna make an adorable donut creature. Let's get started. I wanna create a super unique donut shape where someone, maybe me, has already taken a bite out of it. To make this into 3D, I choose one of my favorite tools, 3D Doodle, and I use my pen to trace an outline of the donut shape. And so here, I'm using my pen to just roughly trace an outline of this sketch that I've already created in 2D. And what it's going to do is transform my 2D sketch into a full 3D object. How cool is that? But my donut's looking a little skinny, and I definitely like my donuts much fluffier. So I use the handles to make it much fatter. Perfect. So next, I'm going to color the donut, just adding a quick little dimension to it. And so I use the spray can tool and choose this cool yellow to give a little highlight to the front. And because I'm working in 3D, I'm able to turn it to the back, add some highlights to the back, and turn it to the side, and then also add some dimension to the side. Next, because I've taken a bite out of the donut, what I'm going to do is add in some bite marks. And so I'm going to use the crayon tool to give it a cool little texture. And so here, I'm adding in just some colors so it looks like someone took a big fat bite out of my donut. And then I'm going to add some dark shadowing just to color it in and make it a little bit more realistic. So now I have the shape of a donut, but what I want to do is add some pink frosting, be able to liven it up. And so here I'm going to use my 3D Doodle tool again and choose this cool pink frosting, and then just doodle kind of freehand a quick little semicircle C and use the Z-axis, which begins to layer on different elements to my model to move it up to the front of the donut. I'm going to rotate the donut to the front. Next, I'm going to bring in a sticker. And so what this does is it's a fun and easy way to add in some cool textures to my 3D item. And so I click Custom Stickers and click Add a Sticker. And here's a cool glitter pattern that I found. And you can see that it literally just wraps right onto my 3D drawing. You can tell I really don't have much 3D training, but Paint 3D makes it super simple and easy to learn how to start doing this in 3D. How pretty does that look? So now I have a full glitterized 3D drawing of my donut. So next what I'm going to do is add in some sprinkles. And so I use these pre-done 3D cylinders and I just pull it into a quick shape and I move it right onto my drawing. And I use the Z-axis again to bring it to the front. And then because I'm working in 3D, I'm able to rotate it and place it. And then I simply copy paste. Add a couple more sprinkles. And then now I'm going to copy and then paste them as a group together. To really fill in my donut. So now I have some sprinkles on my donut, but we want to color them to different colors. So I go to the brushes tools and use my fill tool. And here I want to color them green, maybe add in a little blues, maybe a purple. Just having a lot of fun doing this. So next, what I want to do is turn my donut into a little character. And so I'm going to create a cute little bow to put on its head. So I use the 3D Doodle tool to draw a triangle and also draw a square. And you can tell that I'm starting to build the building blocks of a bow. And I'm going to use the brushes to add a little bit color and dimension. And so I use the spray can in black. Looks a little punk rock. Make sure you color in the back. And so here I'm just coloring in the different elements of my bow. And then I'd also love to add some highlights. So I choose the watercolor tool and choose a white color to just draw in some quick highlights into the bow. And now I'm going to copy and paste it to the other side. And now I have a cool bow to be able to put on the top of her head. So I'm going to group this and then move it to the front of the donut. Doesn't that look so easy and fun? Now for some eyes. I'm simply going to choose the hemisphere 3D shape. And then look, we've created some eyes. I'm going to copy and paste it and then move it onto my donut creature. So I'm going to use the Z-axis to move it into the front and do the same for the other eye. But she has some sprinkles in her eyes, so I'm going to simply move it to the side. Just to clear out some space. And then what I'm going to do next is also add in a mouth. So I'm going to use the curved cylinder to draw a mouth shape and then use the Z-axis to be able to move it up into the front. And look, she's already smiling. I'm gonna move this green sprinkle away from her face. And so now let's add some arms and legs so that she can run around. And again, I'm gonna use the 3D Doodle tool, and this time I'm gonna use the hard edge tool to be able to draw the legs. This is great for if you want very precise hard lines. So I'm simply gonna tap the screen, and then look how it creates a perfectly straight line. And then I'm gonna draw the leg, and again tap the screen, and then now I have a leg. I'm gonna draw the other side, so I just tap the screen, pull down, perfect. And then because we're working in 3D, you can even position the leg into different angles. And so I'm gonna make her foot come out a little bit to give her a little fun personality stance. I'm gonna do the same with the other leg. I'm also going to make her leg a little bit more narrow. That's a really large leg. And then move her to the other side. So now for the arms, what I'm going to do is use the 3D Doodle tool and then draw some just fun squiggles. And here I want her to be waving to us, so I draw it up. And then I position it onto the donut. Again, using the Z-axis to make sure it's connecting with my donut shape. And wouldn't it be great to add some gloves? But I don't really know how to draw gloves. So what I'm going to use is Remix 3D, which is our online library with thousands of 3D models for me to be able to look at what other people in the community have uploaded. And so I simply search, let's try cartoon gloves. and see what comes up. I really like this first one, so I place it into my project, and as you can see, it's a full 3D model. I love being able to borrow from the community. Here, I put it onto her arm. Use Z-axis to make sure it's connected. Copy, paste it onto the other side. Really looks like she's waving hi to us. Let's fix this one real fast. And now we have a full donut creature. But let's see what this looks like in the real world. With the mixed reality viewer, you can see 3D objects mixed into your actual surroundings through the world-facing camera on your PC. You simply click on the mixed reality button up at the top of Paint 3D. It may take a couple of minutes to render your model, but it'll place the object you just created in Paint 3D into your real world. It is turning on my PC's camera, and look how cute my donut looks. I can drop her right into the real world, and I can make her bigger, I can make her smaller, and now let's have her wave to the world. I can snap a quick picture on my bookshelf, and it's rendering my photo so that I can share this photo now with friends. Let's take a look at what it looks like. How cute is that? Well, that brings us to the end of the tutorial. So today, we've learned how to use Paint 3D's tools and features to make a fun donut friend, and then put her in the real world with the mixed reality viewer to take a fun picture. Now that you're familiar with Paint 3D, I'm excited to see what you will create next. Thanks for watching.